Well, a brand new one-day special is launching right now. If you are just joining us, welcome to Hochanda. My name is Paula, and we have got an amazing hour ahead of us with the fabulous Nikki Harley. How are you, Nikki?
I'm really good, thank you. Yeah, nice to be back.
It's nice to be back, and with the best of floral 2020 Heartfelt Creations.
I know. I couldn't wait for this. In actual fact, we weren't due to do these until next week, and they decided to bring them forward.
Wow.
So it's amazing.
Early bird then.
Yeah.
And of course with Heartfelt Creations I will say early bird catches the worm, because we always get very busy, including of course the I Want It All collection with the wild rose. It is a fabulous collection and incredibly popular as well.
When we launched this back at the beginning of 2020, we sold out. I think it was on the third show. We had to get more stock in. So we knew this was going to be popular today, because we know a lot of crafters maybe have missed it. We've also got a lot of new Heartfelt followers as well. So if you're watching and you're thinking, what's this all about? You have got everything in here to create your absolutely stunning roses.
Now, for those ones who don't know Heartfelt Creations, one of the things I would say, and you know, Nikki, is that they are the company that they get it right in terms of dyes that match the stamps, that they match the papers as well.
Exactly. You have got everything in here to create those absolutely stunning flowers that you see in there. You have even got the stamens here as well today.
These ones, so we have got, now these ones that we have got on and the one-day special, it's we have got, so they are kind of pearlescence. Can we then cover them in glitter?
Yes, you can put the, use them with glitter, you can use them with flower soft, you can use them with little tiny prills in there as well. But you've got every size rose, I believe anyway, that you will need to create stunning cards, from the smaller ones that you see in here to the larger one that you saw on that one there.
Absolutely. Now, I want to say one thing. Now, maybe we know that it's January, and maybe we know that there are different budgets. Now, we have got with the one-day special where you are getting the die sets, three die sets, sorry, three stamp sets, and of course, we are getting the 2 shaping molds as well as the paper pad. That is the collection of the I Want It All Wild Rose one-day special. However, if you want to go for individuals, we do have that available. The details will appear at the bottom of the screen. However, if you want it all and you're thinking, well, I have got certain constraints of budgets, well, we offer here at Hochanda a Flexi Buy System, and it's interest-free payments. And this particular one offers you to pay it into 3 interest-free payments. You have got a massive saving of £35 when you go for the whole collection, and that it still stands, that saving of £35, whether you split it the cost or not. Now, the paper, also worth mentioning, we have got, of course, a freedom here at Hochanda, which means that you don't pay PMP for the duration of the month or while you are a freedom member. However, if you are a freedom member, sometimes you get an extra discount, and that happens here. Now, here you have got an extra discount of 16 by 55 pence, including the postage. So it makes it a why not a deal. If you are a freedom member, basically it's 3 interest-free payments of 77 pences per month. So you pay that today and you don't pay PNP at all. Then you pay next month, pay the same amount, and then of course in March you pay the same thing. Right, also included in this bundle we have got the papers. Nikki, could you tell us a little bit about the papers?
Right, so the papers, I always say, is more than a paper kit, because you've got ready-made panels. They are double-sided. You've got 12 designs, 2 of each design in each paper pad. As I say, this one is absolutely beautiful. This is going to work alongside many, many collections that you may already have. The colours are absolutely gorgeous, and as you see, the focal point on all of the images is the absolutely beautiful wild rose.
It is, and the thing with the wild rose as well is that it's such a all year round flower.
Yes, all year round. You could even make a winter rose with it.
Absolutely, a Christmas rose. This is the rose that I used to, we used to live in a place where there was a wild rose nearby, and I used to every day for coming back from school, I would get one to my mom.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so that was, so there is this stories that it's not just for a certain specific time, end of the year. I love how you are getting also the plain, perfect background blended kind of colors as well.
They are acid and lignin free as well, so you can stamp on them, heat emboss on them, you can distress them, but they are absolutely beautiful. You are going to make, I would probably say, I've added up and I've looked on how many toppers there are in a paper pad. They do range slightly between collections, but I think this one, you could easily make about 70 cards just using your paper pad.
Absolutely. Right, the paper pads on their own are very busy. If you wanted to add an extra one, or maybe you went from the previous collection, now $17.99 is the collection of the paper collection on its own. 315118 is the item number for the papers on their own. Now, but a part, they are also, you are getting one of them part of their Untitled collection. You also are getting the flower molds, both the large and the small.
Yes, you are. So this is going to make your flower shaping so easy. And this, I will demo this as one of my first demos, because I think it's one of the most amazing things that Heartfelt have brought out to us, amongst many other things as well. But the molds are absolutely amazing. Honestly, it makes it so easy and quick to create those stunning flowers.
And that's the large, and then we have got the small one here as well. This is such a quick and easy way of shaping flowers,
yes,
but also you getting both means that you can do both sizes. Can we have a look as well at the dies? Because I always, on the dies and stamps, because as a crafter, one thing that I really kind of like with my stamps and the dies is the fact that you have got the die right on the inside edge. Why is it so important, Nikki?
That means that you can stamp your image and then you can fit your die absolutely perfectly on top of that stamped image, because there is like a smidgen bigger on the die, which means you're not going to lose any of that image when you die cut it out. But it makes it easy and quick as well. You know, I mean, we all love crafting. We all love spending absolutely hours and hours in our craft room or at our dining table maybe. But this makes it so easy.
And of course, we have got another thing that I love about Heartfelt Creations is that if we look at the dies and the stamps, we see that they are bunched up together. Do they match perfectly?
Absolutely perfectly, yes. So you are actually getting, so you've got 4 stamps there, but individually you are getting 9 individual rose petals there.
That's fabulous. And of course we are getting the larger ones as well. Now remember, they individually they are available if you wanted to go for those ones, that they are at the bottom of the screen, whether you're going for the stamps or the dies themselves. Now these are the dies for the wild rose, the large ones that I'm showing you. But here we have got also the gift box, which is a very versatile box.
It's very, very versatile. So many different combinations that you can make this gift box. But what I love about it is you can use it for anything. You could use this for a wedding favour box. You could use it just to pop a gift in. Maybe you just you've made some cupcakes and you just feel that you want to put it in something. As absolutely stunning. Again, so easy because we've got the die to create this.
This is gorgeous. Right, now with this, you also have got, of course, this statement in there. Now, that's the one that's special with the £35 saving. If you're a Freedom member, you have got a further £16 saving there. Now, if you wanted to go with the paper pad and the two, is it the die and the stamp, the die and the stamps that you can see there, exactly. So the smaller version of the wild roses, you have got that, which is the Creative Essentials Wild Rose Bundle, £46.97, saving £5. 290,388. You also have got a Flexi Buy option to spread the cost into interest-free payments. That saving still is away. Of course, I should mention as well that Heartfelt Creations is based in the USA, so there is a little bit of an extended delivery. That means, of course, that to count the time that is flying over. I believe the dispatch date is it? Which is the day? Oh, we'll give you an exact date in a second. Right, move. All right. All right, so
I think it's normally around 10 days.
Okay,
from today.
Right, so we will check that and confirm it in a second. Right, we have got then the I Want It All Cascading Petals collection. So it's actually 8 days. So
Wow,
today is
brilliant.
on the 18th of January.
Yeah,
so
not long to wait, to be honest, is it?
No, it's not. Time goes so fast. Now, Cascading Petals, I Want It All collection. Now, Cascading Petal, is that the wisteria?
This is the wisteria collection. Please, please don't say to me which one's your favourite today, because they are all, honestly, this is why we brought these three. This one is absolutely stunning. If you love creating your flowers, you are going to absolutely adore creating the wisteria flowers. And when you actually look at them, when we show you some of the samples, these are really wow cards.
They are.
Absolutely wow cards. But you have got your floral song in there as well. So you've got your birds, but we've also got the decorative cage in there as well, which you can make absolutely beautiful cards from, or use them for the front of your card as well. Like that one there that we're seeing. Look at those wisteria flowers.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Isn't that stunning?
The flow, yeah. So you are getting out all £40 saving, and also a Flexi Buy option to spread the cost over 3 interest-free payments, which means that also if you wanted to add anything extra, like I would say the dovers are really cool, or the flower shaping, you could add those ones and spread the cost in interest-free payments. Right, if you wanted to go for the paper pad with the die and the paper stamp set that are the first ones to have, you can see it there, the wisteria petals, that is £46.97, savings £5. 879-341 is your item number. Now we also have got the individuals. If you wanted to go for the individuals, of course you can, but the biggest saving is when you want it all collection in there. So this is the wisteria cascading, beautiful, and of course you are getting the floral song as well, Dissette.
Yes, you are. You've got your florals in there, you've got the flowers in there to be able to create those three-dimensional wisteria flowers. So if you're going to go for the essentials, that one does have the flowers to create your wisteria in.
Absolutely. Can I show a couple of samples, because they are absolutely stunning, and you can go a little bit bit different with the colors as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And these, to be honest, when you're looking at the flowers, when you first stamp them out, you can see them just down the bottom there where you've got your finger there. That is the flowers before you create your wisteria. These are great filler flowers as well. So if you're going for maybe the wild rose, these make great filler flowers as well. Absolutely. If you don't make them into the wisteria flowers.
Indeed. And of course we have got the stamps and dies here, a more simple one, and it must be love. There's a song for that, isn't there?
This is what I love about this collection as well, because it isn't all about your three-dimensional flowers. You've got other images in there as well. So if you are posting these out, you don't have to put them in a box, and it makes it obviously cheaper, but they are still absolutely beautiful in their own right.
Absolutely, and look at that. Now, of course, oh, there is a
like there is.
Well, there is.
Oh, that's a card that me and Paul made for his mum's birthday.
Oh, that's so lovely.
I asked if we could borrow it for the show.
I was thinking it was a card that Paul had sent you, and I was like, oh, private stuff.
No, I forgot we'd put that in.
Right, no, it's lovely, but that shows that you make cards to send to your family, even though it's your job. You also do.
In actual fact, this is the one that I've used for all my birthdays this year.
Well, isn't it gorgeous? Now, if you want to have it all, you have got the details on the left-hand side of the screen. You're getting 11 dies, 9 stamps, and the 12 by 12s, 24 of them, double-sided. And of course, you have got two of each design. Now, if you wanted to go for the 12 by 12 papers on their own, the details are at the bottom of the screen, £17.99. Now, remember, we are on Flextravaganza, which means that every item above £5 can be spread in 2 interest-free payments. So if you wanted to go for the paper pad on its own, and that's all you wanted to buy today, you could spread the cost of that. Now, I have got a question, and I just want to double check. Will those flowers match some of the dies included in this collection?
Yes, all of the images that you're seeing on those pages are the images that will coordinate with those dies.
fabulous. And then of course we have got the scene setters of background papers, which are absolutely,
you know, Heartfelt bring us some absolutely stunning papers, but they bring us the 6x6s in there. They bring us the 12x12 in there, the 12x12 images, sorry. You've got tags in the paper pad. You've got toppers in the paper pad. Everything that you need to create your cards.
indeed, we have got here the tags. Now, the paper pad on its own details bottom of the screen. Remember, you can spread that in 2 interest-free payments, but however, you can split into 3 payments the I Want It All collection, so that makes it even easier. And if you're a Freedom member, well, you do not pay P&P. If you are not a Freedom member, why not? But also think about it. You will pay the P&P on the first installment, but think about becoming a Freedom member to not pay P&P. Right, we have got a final collection for you, which is the Delia. Now, I'm quite fond of this one. I think this is my favorite, actually.
I can't say which one's my favourite because I absolutely love them all. But if you're new to flower shaping, I would say this one is probably the most easiest flower that Heartfelt have created. Wow. And you can make absolutely stunning dahlias with this.
Look at that. I'm going to show you a couple because before we go into exactly what you are getting, because they are absolutely extraordinary. Now, the Dahlia shaping mold details at the bottom of the screen because it will probably, they will sell out very quickly. Now, let me show you because the flower shaping mold, which is included in the I Want It All collection, I'm thinking this is the one that, because it's a 6-petal flower, I have got a lot of flowers that are 6-shaped petals. Could I put other dyes in here?
Absolutely, yes. This is, not, you know, Heartfelt obviously designed them to coordinate with the Dazzling Dahlia, but all of their flower shaping moulds, if you've got other stamps and dies, try them, give it a go, because they do work with other stamps and dies.
Now, one important question, obviously, with the shaping mold, what sort of die cutting machine can we put
Okay, so you will need a deep dish. No, you don't need a deep dish. You need a die cutting machine that's actually got a wide mouth. So if you have what I call a deep dish flat base, you will be able to use your moulds within it.
So I mean, it could be A5, but as long as it has
will
got that
fit
deep
in
mouth.
A5. There is one A5 on the market that I did struggle with.
Okay.
But if you go onto Heartfelt's website, there is a full list of machines that you can use your moulds with.
Yeah. So think about, of course, Nikki is using the Jane Davenport, the Platinum Junior,
yes.
I believe the Big Shot as well.
Or the Tim Holtz.
Vagabond.
Vagabond, that will work with it. If you've got a machine that's got like the twizzle nozzle so you can change the depth of the mouth, then yes, it will work with that as well.
Absolutely. So great for answering that. The flowers, the stamp says, well, I'm going to show you, of course, as always, the individuals bottom of the screen. The shaping mold, very, very popular, £21.99. But if you wanted to go for the dies, now this is the Dazzling Dahlia die set. You can see the details at the bottom of the screen. 2 dies. Then we have got the matching stamps as well. And then we have got as well included in the I Want It All, but of course individuals are available for the leaves as well. And then you have got the matching dies there. Shall we have a look at the papers, because the papers always are incredibly popular on their own. Remember that you are getting 1 paper pack in each collection. However, there is a way that you can add, because it's a consumable, you may want to add a different one. Now, if you want to go for the complete collection, I Want It All, you can have a Flexi Buy option to spread the cost in 3 interest-free payments. I love this collection because it has got that kind of almost Japanese feel of the chrysanthemums.
Yes, it has, hasn't it? Yeah. And it's bright and it's cheerful, and I think this time of year we all need cheering up.
Oh, we do.
And we're looking at Mother's Day. I mean, all of the collections that we're looking at today, I'm thinking Mother's Day. I'm thinking the Wild Rose, absolutely stunning Valentine's cards, Easter cards. You know, you can't go wrong with floral collections, in my opinion.
And the thing is also with Heartfelt specifically, but with florals in general, is that they never age. I mean,
never go out of fashion. whether or not it's the stamps and the dies or your paper pad, you're always going to have them to go to hand. And sometimes we struggle making cards for specific occasions. There's one, you know, sympathy cards, but you could do it in like purple and white, and use any of the collections that we're using. But this one, you have got the absolutely stunning Dazzling Dahlias in there.
Absolutely, you do. And I love the Dazzling Dahlias. Oh, I can pronounce it correctly. It has got like the butterflies or dragonflies.
Yes,
or
I think they
fireflies.
are. I can't see it from here. I can't remember. I think it's a little dragonfly.
Yeah.
And you are also getting them. They come on your stamps. If you look at the stamp on the Dazzling Dahlias, it's got that little dragonfly on there.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Right, that is your paper pad. Remember, you are getting 24 sheets, of course, 12 designs, 2 of each. And now this, you can get it on its own, part of the I Want It All collection, or as the essential collections, which comes in with the Dazzling Dahlia stamps and dies. Now, this is the Creative Essentials. £46.97 is the price, with a £5 saving. And of course, you can flexi buy it if you wish to do so. It's your choice. We're trying to offer as many options for different budgets as possible. In this particular bundle, you have got 2 flexi buy options for you. Remember, they're interest-free. And if you go for the complete collection, it has got that extra saving. No, that's one. Sorry, only in the one-day special for Freedom members. Right, Nikki, are you ready for the demo?
I certainly am, and it's like, where do I start? Well, I'm going to start with the Wild Rose, which is the one-day special. And in this one, I will just grab the stamps and dies. So you're getting the 2 sets of the stamps and dies. So you're getting the smaller ones, as you can see here, and then you are getting that larger one there. If you are into your flower shaping and using your flower foam, this is an absolutely beautiful collection to work with, because it makes absolutely stunning flower foam flowers. So, and we do have actually the Heartfelt art foam on the show, I do believe.
We do. I have got it.
So if we do have chance at the end of, towards the end, we might have a go at playing with it.
Perfect.
Because, as I say, these are really large flowers. So you've got your larger one, and I'll show you the sizes. Then you've got your slightly smaller one, and then we kind of radiate down until we get to. We've still got more. Look at this. Okay. So that's 5 sizes. That's my 6th. And then we've got the smaller one, which is my 7th. Beautiful flowers in their own right. However, first of all, you need to stamp and you would die cut your image, okay? So that's one of mine already stamped and die cut out. Really easy to colour. You can use your alcohol markers, you can use your pencils, you can use your paints if you want, but if you use your daubers with your inks, it just blends so well. So I'm using some distress oxide inks with this one for the middle, and then I'm going in with my pale pink, which is sponge sugar, and this I will just try and keep away from the yellow, because it kind of just sometimes picks up a little bit of that yellow.
And you're using the daubers, aren't you?
This is so easy. Look at this, how easy it is to colour those flowers. And you can still get lots of sort of like shading in using it as well. So I'm going to go in with now a darker one. So this is the Jane Davenport Squid ink. It's a hybrid ink, but I just want to go along my edges. So this is where, and I'm still using the same dauber, and then I'm going in and just bringing it along the tip of my flower, and it just blends really beautifully using your daubers. You can go in deeper, you can go in again. You can use any inks with your daubers as well. You can use your archivals if you want to. You can use your memento inks. I even use water with mine sometimes if I really want to blend a little bit more. But as you can see, it really, really blends well. So I need to covered the back as well. So when I'm doing the back, I kind of go into like a circular motion.
Right.
All I'm doing is just getting that ink colour on the back. And I tend to, when I'm doing the back of my flowers, go in with that darker colour that I've used.
If you wanted, because I'm thinking shaping the flowers, if you wanted the outside, or like maybe more a close-up flower, you wanted to kind of, could you have the stamped side outside, if you know what I mean? Like shaping inwards.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. There's so many different ways that you can actually use the stamped images. But first of all, I'm going to take my flower mould. So what we'll do is we'll just do the large one because they do work in exactly the same way. So your mould will come in two parts. You've got your bottom part there, and as you can see, really deeply etched in there, you've got all that dimension that you are going to be able to get once you put your flowers in. So with the larger one, it will take the large flower there, and you can see how easily they fit in. You can, if you want, put them the other way. All depends on how you're going to create your flower. So for this demo, what we'll do is I will do one either way. So we've got that one going upwards, this one going down, and then we'll do the other one up. So this is kind of like one of the most simple flowers that you can create using your mould. You've also got your leaf there as well, which I've already coloured, and they fit in there perfectly. So you've got 4 spaces in this mould for your leaves. I'm then going to take some water. This is just plain water from the tap, but it's in a bottle that spritz it really finely, and if you can see, just spraying that very finely. And because I have used my oxide inks, it actually does give it a really nice effect as well when you've spritzed it, and I've spritzed it all over the glass mat. So then you pop the top on. So when you look at your mould, you've got 2 feet on the left side, 1 foot on the right, and that will fit perfectly on top.
So there is no way that we can get it wrong.
You can't get it wrong, no.
Because otherwise it will not.
It will be upside down. You can't get it wrong. So you've got your feet as a guide. Then I'm taking just my 2 clear plates for my Jane Davenport machine. As I say, if you're not 100% sure, go onto Heartfelt website, and they have got a full list of all the machines that you can use, and also in which way and which order you would need your plates, because some machines come with sort of like 4 or 5 different plates, but it will show you those and give you a guide on how to use it. But all machines are different. You may have a Jane Davenport at home, and you may need a shim to go through yours. So when I put mine through, if I feel, oh, that's gone through a little bit easy, you can put a paper shim through as well.
Or a piece of acetate, maybe?
Or a piece of acetate, yeah. Because it's all to do with the
sandwich,
the tension that you're getting when you're putting that through the machine. Now this is where the magic begins. Look at that.
I love that. That's magical every
How
single time.
amazing is that? And that's just the start of my flower.
Could you show how it's the one that is still flat? Because
Right,
the difference
so
is
there is
incredible.
my flat one.
Yeah.
Okay, before I put it through the machine.
And it looks like a proper flower now.
And then look at that. Just look at the depth
Yeah.
in that flower. That would have taken me probably 5-10 minutes to do by hand. Okay. And then you've got this one. So because I did this the other way up, so my image was face down, it's folded those petals the other way. We've then got our leaves. Again, just look at the dimension on that already.
Absolutely.
No flower shaping tool
And then
used
you
on
have
that.
got that.
As I say, I think that it's just absolutely amazing. It's something that Heartfelt have brought out, and I would not be without.
And of course, if you go for the I Want It All collection, you are getting both the wild rose shaping mold in the large and in the small one, as well as the matching dies and stamps, as well as the papers and the basket as well. And of course, you are getting all the stamens as well. So you are getting a fabulous, fabulous bundle in total. However, maybe you have got some elements as well, so you want to go for individuals. That's all. By all means, you can go for those ones. However, the big bundle is the one that has got the saving. Very popular is the gift box on its own. We do have got that one on its own if you want it, but it's part of the I Want It All complete collection of the One Day Special. But this creates this.
But there's so many different ways that you can create them. So that one has got the top open, but if we come to the one over here, if we can just come over to this one.
Okay, if you hold it, maybe that would be
up. There we go. So if we just take a look at that one, that's got a different lid on it, but it's using exactly the same die.
Wow.
Look at that. So, using those gorgeous flowers to create the decoration on there. But how about doing just a basket full of flowers? Look at that.
It's so many possibilities. And
so
also,
many possibilities.
Am I right
honestly.
to thinking that you have got a square? If you wanted to make it 4 sides, could you use that?
There's other ways that you can use it. You can make it bigger if you wanted, yes.
So bigger or smaller is up to you. £19.99 is the price for just the die for the gift box. Now, if you wanted part of the collection, then is where your biggest saving it is. But maybe £19.99, that's what you want to spend. There you can have it by all means. You can spread the cost as well in interest-free payments. You could pay half of that today. Now, if you want to go for the one day special, and if you are a Freedom member, you get a further discount. However, you are actually getting a further £16.35 extra saving in there, which makes it a why not deal, because basically you pay £5.97 per month becoming a Freedom member, and that entitles you to not paying a standard P&P for the duration of your membership. That also means that in items like the one day special, you get that extra discount. So on top of those £35 saving, you have got that extra £16.30 extra saving. So it's a why not deal. It makes sense to become a Freedom member before checking out your baskets. Right. Now, if you want to go for the one day special, do check out your baskets. 977100 is your item number. Remember the individuals as well. Remember the other bundles as well. Right, Nikki?
Right, so we're going to finish off the wild rose now. So as I say, this is one of the more simpler ones that you can create. So I'm taking now my flower shaping tool, and I'm just going around that bottom one and just lifting that up, just going in the centre in a circular motion. And then I'm just going to take my glue gun and just add a little bit of glue in there. Then I'm taking my next one. Before I put the glue on, actually, you need to shape this one as well in exactly the same way. Isn't that clever? Yeah. And I'm doing no extra shaping to my petals. As I say, this is, I would say, the most simplest form of the wild rose. Throughout the 5 shows, because we've got 5 shows, I will be showing you more. Now on this one, I do actually think I'm going to close those petals up just with my fingertips, just taking those in, so that when I pop it into that flower, popping the glue on the bottom. And I do like to use my heat gun for this one, my glue gun, because it's an instant stick. But look at that.
Oh, I love that.
That is the most simplest one.
And yes, it's
that you can create. And you can keep going. You can add more petals in there. But you can also add your stamens that we've got in the bundle as well. Okay. So taking my, I can't think what you call it, pokey tool, and I'm just adding a hole. Now, what I've got, this is one without glitter, but this one I've added glitter to, look. So all I've done is covered my stamen with some glue, some PVA glue, and then dipped it into my glitter. And I think we'll put a glittered one in here. And then you just pop your stamen in there And there you have a beautiful wild rose. How easy is that? I mean, just look at the dimension.
How many do we get the salmon in?
Right, so hang on a minute.
126 apparently.
126, that was well counted.
Oh
Very
yeah,
quick.
I just look at them and count them all. I wish I can only count until 10. 10, sometimes not even there. Anyway, especially when it's the countdown to the credits. Anyway, moving down to the one day special. Fabulous, I Want It All, the Wild Rose collection. What you are getting, well, you are getting dies. You are getting 3 sets of dies, 3 sets of stamps. Sorry, 2 sets of stamps. You are getting a paper pad, 24 sheets with 12 designs, 2 of each. You are also getting amazing statements, and of course those 2 flower molding kits, which are incredible. You have got an option to go for 3 interest-free payments. You have got also that extra discount if you are a Freedom member. Now, if you wanted to go for individuals, now look at that, what you can have. So a small wild rose. You have got the small wild rose stamp, which of course coordinates that. You can see them there. A small wild rose, and then we have got it here. So we have got. So this one, you have got the small wild rose stamps, and you can see them. The item number is 571748. Now, if you wanted to go for the die that matches perfectly the small wild rose is a die. Now that is the dies there. You can see the detail for the die. Then we have got, of course, the larger wild rose stamp. You can see them here, and then you can see the stamps. And that it features the 2 larger ones with the leaf as well. The details £13.99. 045778 is your item number. Then we have got the matching die available individually, but of course you can go for pairs if you wanted to. Obviously you have to do both item number separately. 846 720 is your pie. Then we have got the matching flower molds. So this one is for the large one, and of course it features the 3 large flowers in here with the leaves. Now that you can go in individually, you can see that there 306456 is your item number for the large one. We also have got the small one, and you can see it here that this is the small wild rose full shaping mold, £21.99. Now, and of course the gift box on its own, so we can see it here. That of course is a separate item number if you want it just on its own. 2084929 is your item number. Now all of them plus the papers plus the stamens will come to you in a bag like this, so you can see them all together. So you can see 126 of them. You are getting them in different colors. Now all of that is part of the I Want It All collection Wild Rose. So on top of those prices, you have got then a £35 saving, and if you're a Freedom member, a further £16.30 on top of that. Now, then we have got another collection, which is the Wisteria collection, which is the Cascading Petals in there. Now, they are absolutely stunning, aren't they? And of course, it features this beautiful purples and lavenders, traditional of the colors. Now, the paper pad on its own, we have got that as well. You can go for the complete collection where is the saving, but the details for the complete collection will appear at the bottom of the screen. However, for the individuals on the left-hand side of the screen. Now the papers are 12 by 12. You are getting 12 designs, 2 of each, double-sided, acid and lignin free, and you can see them here. Gorgeous. £17.99 for the individuals, and of course they have got like gorgeous beautiful papers. I'm just gonna kind of flick through them as well like that. Gorgeous, right? And then we have got the Cascading Petals as a complete collection if you wanted to go for that. Details at the bottom of the screen. If you wanted to go for the Wisteria Petals, or you can see the dies and the stamps separately, individually as well available. Now you can see the Wisteria Petals, like I said, 3 dies in there. Cascading Wisteria. Remember that the saving is with the bundle there. Now you can see the details for the bundle at the bottom of the screen. And then, of course, the individuals on left-hand side of the screen. Then we have got then the Cascading Petals, which is Cascading actually Wisteria. Sorry, it's quite confusing. The full collection is Cascading Petals, and then there is the Cascading Wisteria, and then there's Wisteria Petals. And you can see them, the dies, and then we have got the matching stamps, which are at the bottom of it. And you can see them there. The stamps give you that detail, and then of course we have got the bird cage and the floral song. The bird cage or decorative cage on its own, very popular. If you want to go for that one, it's an incredible die that kind of allows you to create beautiful creations like a box in here. You can see there perfectly. And then, of course, that also allows you to create base cards with the gorgeous bird songs and the wisteria. Right, and that is part also of the Cascading Petals complete collection. Now, if you wanted to go for the floral song cling stamp sets, you have them there, £13.99. Right, then moving on, we have got Dahlias now, and you know, Nikki is gonna demonstrate the Dahlias next. So, paper pad we have got here, 12 by 12, 24 sheets, 12 designs, 2 of each, and of course you look at that gorgeous different ways that you can use it, and by having 2 you can choose whichever side you want it. Right, £17.99 for the paper pad, 879082 is your item number. Now if you wanted to go for the flowers, you know, as well with the big large Delia flowers, there is an essentials collections which allows you to have the paper pad as well as the dies and the stamps. But if you wanted to go for the individuals Dazzling Dahlia die set, you have got them here on the screen. That is the die set, so you have got there £19.99 is the price for the dies. Then we are moving to the stamp sets, which are the bottom of it. £13.99 is the price for the Dazzling Dahlia stamps. Then we have got the Delia and the leaves, which is another stamp set and die set. So you can see here we have got the die set first, 4 dies in total, £19.99. And I believe this is the first time that appears on its own. I believe that is correct. Delia and leaves, the stamp set that match perfectly, £13.99. Remember they're red rubber cling foam mounted, and they are deeply etched. Now you can get as well the Delia 3D shaping mold on its own that will match perfectly. Very, very popular, so please do check out your baskets for that one, and it's an incredible beautiful set that will allow you to create flowers as well. And let us kind of have a look at them. Look at the gorgeous Dahlias. Right, £21.99 is your price, 625,498. Let's head back to Nikki though, because you have got another demo, haven't you?
I have. So we're going to use the Dazzling Dahlia stamps and dies and the mould that coordinates with them. So with this mould, the actual large petal and the smaller petal and the leaves are all in one mould. Again, okay, you can see how deeply etched that is and how deep that is, and this is going to give you a beautiful dahlia. So I've already gone ahead and used my mould for various. So I'm using 3 of the larger petals. So I'm going to pop this one in with the image faced upwards, and the same with this one, so image faced up. Again, there's so many different ways that you can actually use your mould. So you can use them with the image faced up or the image faced down, and either way will give you a different effect. Spritzing again with my water, and then again works in exactly the same way. You've got your feet on there that are going to fit perfectly over there. Now it's also worth mentioning, because I don't think I mentioned it on the last demo, you can put more than 1 petal in each. So if you want to put 2 or maybe even 3 petals in one mould, you can. You just layer them up. What I tend to do is give it a light spritz on each layer. So if I was going to put 2 leaves, I'd spritz first that one, and then I would go ahead and take my other leaf and pop that in as well and give that another spritz. that just means that they're all getting that water. Now, using your water means that it helps the fibres kind of stretch. It helps when you put it through your flower shaping mould. So again, I'm holding that quite tight. I'm taking my 2 plates. Now with this one, what I found was using 2 paper shims in there. So I've got 2 pieces of paper that I'm acting as a shim, putting that on the top and then popping it through my die cutting machine. As I say, when you get yours home, just give it a go. If you feel that you could maybe get away with a shim, just start off with 1 shim at a time until you feel that it's going through still nicely. If you're having to struggle and you're really having to push it, it means you've got too much in there, okay? Because it also depends on how many layers of flowers you've got in there. But just like that other mould that we looked at with the roses, just look at the detail. Look at that leaf there, look. So there we have a leaf that's just been through the mould, and there we have one that hasn't. Isn't that amazing? And then you've got your flower. So I don't have one that hasn't gone through because I put all mine through. But if you just take a look at that, look, you can see the detail in there.
Wow.
So with this one, again, so many different ways that you can put your dahlias together. And if we have chance towards the end, we can go through some maybe more of the finished samples, because that really does show them off. So on this one, I'm going to go in with 2 that I've created with my image faced downwards. So this means that the petals are faced downwards. With this one, I'm not doing anything with the petals. I'm using them just as they were when they came out of my flower shaping mould. So again, taking my flower shaping tool, and I'm just going in and I'm just taking my tip and just doing it. You can just see those petals lifting up. And if you want to, you can just lift each petal up a little bit more. So that's my first layer. Again, taking my glue gun, and then I'm going to pop that. And if you take a look, what I'm doing is I'm just alternating. So each of my petal is alternated at the top. Just make sure you get it centered. And then I'm going in with my next one, which is my next larger one, but this one I've used the other way up. So this was the image facing upwards, and just going in with my flower shaping tip. With this one, I am going to just take my thumb and I'm just moving the tips just slightly inwards a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and again, with these, you could just do simple dahlias just with 2 or 3 layers, or you could really go to town and layer them up. And I have to say, I do actually really like layering mine up. So then I've got a smaller one that I've already shaped with my flower shaping tool, and that one is going to go in there. And already you can see I'm building up my dahlia. I just lift that up. Look at that, look. Look at the detail.
I was going to say, and it's funny because my production thought the same thing. It looks like a water lily.
A water lily. If you left it like that, there you have some absolutely stunning water lilies.
You have got like different ways of using it as the buds close a little bit more like that. And you can see that there is a lot of different ways of assembling.
Yeah, I mean, that, to be honest, I think has got a bit of a rose look about it. Yeah. This one, I would say, because there's so many different varieties of flowers out there anyway, and to be honest, it's whatever you want to create with it. I mean, that is exactly the same stamp and die.
Wow. I mean, but look at that. It's just so many varieties. And of course, dahlias are one of these flowers that you can make them in different colors, and it's kind of real because the dahlias Am I right thinking that they come in lots of different colours?
Oh, hundreds and hundreds of different varieties of dahlias.
You are the right person to ask because you are a trained florist, aren't you?
I am. The dahlias are, I would say, like an old English cottage. Sorry, garden flower. You will see these in most flowers. See how I'm layering that up even more. Now for the centre, there's lots of things you can do with this one. You can put a stamen in there if you like. Yeah. Okay. You could just leave it like that. You could put glitter in there. You could put prills in there. But you could also create a bud. So with my bud, all I'm doing is going in with my flower shaping tool. And this is one that's the image has gone in facing downwards. And then I'm just going to take my glue gun and I'm just adding a bit of glue on the side of each petal, and I'm just going to bring that up. So this is kind of like the centre of my flower, or it could just be an individual bud, and depending on how tight you do it and how close you put the petals is how your bud will turn out. And then bring it together again. This one I'm going to have slightly open, so I don't want to put it too tight.
Yeah, I've got, you can see there.
And then you would just glue those others in there, and there you have your dahlia bud look.
Absolutely gorgeous. And we can see how this would look incorporated into a card, and you can see it there as well. And now, thank you, Nikki, so much for that wonderful demonstration. Now, if you wanted the I Want It All collection, that means that you have got the papers, the dies, the dies not only for the Dazzling Dahlia, but also for the Delia and the leaves, as well as the shaping mold. All of it, you have got it there with a saving of £25, £77.94 is your price. You're saving, of course, £25. Now, you also have got the Flexi Buy option to spread the cost in 3 interest-free payments, £25.98. 432186 is your item number. Right, we also have got the Cascading Petals next, which is the Wisteria collection here. And you have got the papers, the 12 by 12 papers. You have got the 3 sets of dies, and of course this allows you to create the most amazing beautiful wisteria. I love how you can just do the kind of 3-dimensional, you can see there. They are absolutely incredible. But you also can do them absolutely kind of flat in here as well. Right, so you can see them here. Oh, look at this one. The Cascading Petals, the details are on the screen for the full collection, the I Want It All collection. £94.92 or 3 interest-free payments of £31.64. Now, right, then we have got, of course, the one-day special, which is the Wild Rose collection. And this one has got a Freedom members discount. So not reflected on the album, but you have got an additional £16.30 on top of that £35 saving. And this is what you can make with the Wild Rose. Again, one of those ones that you can bring, pick and choose. Oh, upside down. The roses, you are getting the large one and the small one. Of course, you are getting as well the box, the kind of gifting box as well. Now, Nikki, this is, you said that you couldn't choose a favorite, but is it because they are all your favorites florals from 2020?
They are all my favorites from 2020, and they all work beautifully together. But I have to say, if you want me to tell you the most versatile,
yes,
I think it would be the Wild Rose.
The Wild Rose.
Because, yes, it's a Wild Rose, but you can make rosebuds with it. You can make other flowers with it. I think you could even make a poppy with it as well.
A bright red.
Bright red poppy.
Oh, that would be so
there's
good.
lots of ways to use this. And you've got the smaller petals in there as well, which make great filler flowers.
Indeed, they do. I'm going to show you an incredible sample. I mean, this is one of the most elaborate projects you can see here, made by Carol Wright, and you can see all the different sizes of flowers in here, the wild roses, and of course
the buds in there, haven't you? You've got all the flowers that everything that you're seeing on here, apart from the glitter, and obviously you're going to need some glue. you have got in the one day special.
Incredible one-day special. And remember that you have got the option to spread the cost in 3 interest-free payments if you wish to make it a little bit easier, more affordable every month. Now 977100 is your item number for the I Want It All one-day special from Heartfelt Collection, Heartfelt Creations. Of course, this is the best of 2020 floral Heartfelt Creations. And if you want to see more inspirational demonstrations by Nikki, well, you're going to be back at 8 p.m.
8 o'clock tonight, yes.
With Derek.
With Derek, yes. Derek's back as well.
Oh, isn't it great to have Derek
Isn't
back?
it just?
Yes. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it's great to have your company as well. But don't forget to check out your baskets. That's the way to get absolutely wonderful goodies from Heartfelt Creations. Whether you go for individuals or you go for the bigger bundle, because that's where the saving is. But remember that you can use Flexi Buy to spread the cost in interest-free payments, and making cards like this will be a doodle, which is doodle.
It could be a doodle if you like.
A doodle and a doddle. That's going to be my new saying. Right, check out your baskets. Stay tuned. Now, Nikki, we'll see you at 8.
8 o'clock tonight, yes.
And I'll
with
see
some more floral. I think, yeah, more floral.
More floral. Yes. All right, so we'll see you then. And then, of course, stay tuned, because after the break, Haley Smith is next with Craft Yourself Silly. Stay tuned here at Hochanda.